After high demand and loads of support, I bring to you all Minecraft 200 days. Before we get straight into the video, this video is inspired by TheNotable. Go check him out, link will be in the description below. And while you're at it, only a small percentage of you guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed. And I appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and the bell. But anyways, with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Yes, we're back in the world on day 101. It's great to be back. I'm gonna check on the villagers and see what they're trading. After I was finished checking on the villagers and seeing all the trades, I decided to make a fletching table so I can get a Fletcher. As I placed it down, I was expecting to get a Fletcher, but spoiler alert, I did not get a Fletcher. And after that was finished, I decided to harvest some sugarcane so I could turn it into paper and trade it to the villagers for some cash. After that was finished, I decided to prepare some trades and do some farming, and trade with the villagers for some cash. Later that night, I would just go and just kill some mobs, and when I was doing that, I found some pillagers camping around my beautiful base, and I decided to kill them and get some bad omen. We're off to a good start on day 102. The Fire Nation decided to pay another visit back to the town. It was an easy fight thanks to my massive wall that I've constructed during 100 days. Though, my wall wouldn't always prevent the pillagers from coming in. They would always spawn in sometimes, and they also shot at my villagers multiple times. Hopefully they're okay. After killing this Ravager, I got Hero of the Village. I got 40 emeralds and a total of undying, and a falling 4 and looting 2 book. That's pretty impressive. I immediately went to the storage room, and since I had so much stuff, I had to make some more chests so I can store my things. On day 103, I immediately took advantage of the Hero of the Village and started trading with the villagers since they had loads of discounts. After that was finished, I fed the villagers. It's been a while since I last ate food, so here's your food. You're welcome. After that, I decided to buy the Cartographer's Ocean Explorer map. It will come in handy later in the video. Also, I had about 11 ender pearls, which will come in handy soon. On day 104, I did some more trading. Then after that, I did a little farming. On day 105, I finally had the balls to go back into the nether. I need to find some nether fortress so I can get some blaze rods so I can make some eyes of ender and some potions. But it wasn't an easy task. I had to travel a far distance, even making myself dig through some mountains just to find a nether fortress. During the nether update, it was really hard to find nether fortresses, and it's still hard to this day, which I hate. On day 106, I'm still exploring for a nether fortress, and I didn't know at the time, but I was actually extremely close to one. Here's some anxiety to fuel your day! Finally, my search came to an end when I finally found the nether fortress. I sighed in relief. Finally. Since we found the nether fortress, now we have to find a way to get down. And well, since there was no way to get down, I had to make a staircase myself. I managed to get down, and I almost died after getting attacked by some hoglins and some blazes. I managed to get some blaze rods. The main reason why I'm here is because I need some blaze rods. Not only that, I also want some wither skulls, so I'm hoping to get some wither skulls while I'm here. After some searching, I found a blaze spawner, and I managed to get a few more blaze rods on the way. On day 107, thanks to my looting 3 sword, I managed to get a wither skull out of nowhere, and I was freaking out. Now I just need 2 more wither skulls until we're wither ready. I look extremely handsome. Since I had a wither skull head, I decided to get the camouflage achievement, where I have to kill a mob with its head. A skeleton with a sword? Get out of here, skeletons have bows. On day 108, a big massacre ensued after the blazes and the magma cubes were rioting. Luckily, I cooled some things down. I was also still killing some more mobs here. It's a very good XP grind. While I was at it, I got level 30. Also, since I was in the nether fortress, I had to search the chests, and well, this chest never gave me that good loot. This chest did. 2 diamonds? Let me get that, please, and thank you. Obsidian and some netherwort? Yes, please. It was time for me to leave, and I left the netherrack block right here, marking where I left. But the staircase I built was so well camouflaged, I didn't even know where I even came from. After looking back at some footage from previous days, on day 109, I barely escaped with my life, and I was on track to going back home. Oh, I found myself getting lost sometimes since I had to use netherrack as my trail. Note to self: don't use netherrack when making anything in the nether. Thankfully, I found the nether portal and immediately went back home. Oh, finally, we're home. It took forever. As I was putting some stuff away, I noticed I had 3 wither skulls. We'll save you from 300 days. A lot of diamonds went to waste since my gear was badly damaged. Well, this is actually going towards a good cause at the same time. I need some more diamonds anyways. On day 110, I did some more trading since I had loads of stuff. And I decided to feed the villagers a little more. Need them to breed. I then later bought a banner from the cartographer, which I put outside the villager breeder, just for some fun. On day 111, I traveled back to the main base. And my god, it's been a extremely long time since I was last here. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? It's been a very long time since I last saw you. I went right to work and started chopping down some trees so I could redo my house. I saw all the comments about how ugly the house was looking, and I agree. The house looks very ugly, and you'll see how the house is gonna end up after this redo. By the end of day 111, the first floor was almost finished. I only had to fill in a few more oak wood planks. On day 112, I was chopping down some more trees for some more oak wood planks, and replaced all the cobblestone with oak wood planks. We still got a few more things to do. On day 113, I completely redid the second floor, and destroyed all the walls. After the walls were destroyed, I replaced them with new ones. The walls were going to look 10 times better than they were before. By the end of day 113, the house was almost done. I just had to fill in a few more windows and we'll be good. And to be honest, I'm really loving this house. The second floor looks amazing. On day 114, I was adding a porch on my house so I can see the base from a nice angle. After the porch was finished, I started construction on the roof. I decided to go with a triangular type of roof. It would look much better. On day 115, I added some more detail to the roof. I decided to make the roof droop down a little so it can actually look very, very, very nice to look at. By the end of day 115, the house was almost done. And to be honest, this looks way better than the old house. Extremely better. Thank goodness I did that redo. My eyes can now rest. On day 116, I decided to get rid of the stone part of the second floor. It looks very ugly, and replaced it with birch wood. Now the second floor will look very clean. On day 117, before I left the main base, I started harvesting all the sugarcane I can so I can turn it to paper. Then I left the main base, and then once I returned, I went to sleep. On day 118, I harvested even more sugarcane out of the village, and crafted all that sugarcane into paper, and traded all the paper to cartographers for some cash. Then I did the flower pot achievement. I had to craft and place a flower pot, and I decided to put it in the corner of the villager breeder. On day 119, I had plans to create some farms, and I was currently making a wheat farm. The main reason why is because I wanted to be closer to work. After I added the dirt and water, I immediately started planting seeds. We need to get as much wheat as we can so we can sell it to the villagers. After the wheat farm was finished, I decided to do the leather armor achievement, where I had to dye all pieces of leather armor. I started this achievement a long time ago, and I finally completed it after dyeing the leggings, boots, and chestplate. On day 120, I went to the river nearby the village and started getting as much clay as I can, and traded to the stonemason for some cash. As usual, use some more cash. On day 121, I started working on the beetroot farm. Beetroot is going to be very efficient for my trading. After that, I decided to trade all my glass planes to cartography. I didn't do that yesterday, so I decided to do it today. On day 122, I made loads of glass planes and traded it all to the cartographers for some more cash, as usual. And decided to do a good brain move and decided to buy all the glass from the librarian and craft all of the glass into glass planes. And I decided to do some more work with the beetroot farm, since it was almost done. I still needed some more dirt and I needed some more water sources. On day 123, I made loads of hoppers, so I could attempt the smelt everything achievement, where I had to connect 3 hoppers to 3 chests and a furnace. This is what I ended up with, and I didn't get the achievement. I thought I did it correctly. Maybe I had to fix the position of the second chest, but still, I never got the achievement, which got me confused. I tried different configurations, like a single chest, a double chest, connected to a furnace, but I still never got the achievement. And thanks to a simple YouTube search on day 124, I got the Smelt Everything achievement. Thank you, YouTube, you're very helpful. I decided to put the machine to the test and dug loads of sand, and put the sand into the Smelt Everything machine, or whatever you want to call it. And, to my surprise, it worked. Wow. On day 125, I crafted the glass into glass plates and traded it to the cartographer for some more cash. Then I started expanding the wall. It was long overdue and I needed to do it, and I finally got the chance to. By the end of day 125, the whole entire wall was completed, and all I had to do was just light up the area so no mobs can spawn. All of day 126, I was AFK. That's all you need to know. On day 127, I traveled back home so I could make water breathing potions in preparation for the Elder Guardian fight. These were the first ever potions I ever made by myself. On day 128, I went mining for diamonds, coal, and iron, and other minerals that I needed to use to my advantage. On day 129, I traveled back to the village, empty-handed with no diamonds, but I got loads of coal and iron, so that's a good thing. On day 130, I finally— wait, hold up, I need a new hoe. Finally, on day 130, I finally completed the beetroot farm. After the beetroot farm was finished, I started work on the TheNotable farm, so I could breed the villagers and future animals in the village. If you get the TheNotable reference, then you're a true legend. After that was finished, I decided to add light sources to the farm so no mobs can spawn, and I decided to do this type of light source because it looks very nice, and also, I've seen many people do this, and it's kind of efficient, in my opinion. It was harvesting day on day 131. I harvested loads of crops and prepared loads of trades so I could trade to the villagers and make a ton of money. I made 51 emeralds, the most I've ever made in Minecraft in one day. And then for the rest of the day, I decided to expand the TheNotable farm and do some more work on my farms. On day 132, I did the disenchanting achievement, where I had to disenchant an item using a grindstone. Then I made a quick trip to the acacia biome, so I could get loads of dirt for my farms. And I chopped down loads of trees for a future build. On day 133, I finally managed to patch up the gaps in the TheNotable farm. Now it's an actual TheNotable farm. And I'd started work on a melon and pumpkin farm. It's been long overdue. Even though the melon and pumpkin trades with the farmers are really bad, it's still a nice farm to make, since it's a nice food source. By the end of day 133, the farm was almost done. The only thing I had to do was plant down the pumpkin and melon seeds. On day 134, I decided to expand the beetroot farm, so I can get some more seeds so I can plant some more crops. Then I smelted loads of sand into glass, and used that glass to make loads of glass planes. And use those glass planes to trade with the cartographer. On day 135, I traded the leftover glass planes to the cartographer. Then I traveled back home, so I can do some more preparations for the Elder Guardian fight. On day 136, I was AFK. On day 137, it was finally time to fight the Elder Guardian. And I was following the map, not only to get the achievement, but to go to the Elder Guardian Temple. Immediately when I arrived at the Elder Guardian Temple, I got mining fatigue. Great, we're off to a good start. Don't worry, I managed to get revenge and kill Elder Guardian. This is what you get. As I was exploring the Elder Guardian Temple, I actually came across another Elder Guardian. And finally, I can put you out of your misery. Goodbye. I did even more exploring and I found another Elder Guardian. How many of you guys are in here? After all the Elder Guardians were killed, I was trying to find the gold room, which I don't even think my ocean temple even had gold room. So for the rest of the night, I was Aquaman, defending all of sea life. On day 138, I decided to stop playing Aquaman and go back home. And as I was storing my loot I got from the Elder Guardian Temple, I had a stack and 8 prismarine shards. That's a lot. Also, I had prepared some Eyes of Ender for an Ender Dragon fight, just to stay prepared. On day 139, I did some more trading with the villagers. After all the trading was done, I actually bought like a banner from the cartographer, and I was trying to make the American flag, but instead I made a circus flag. This is what I deserve. On day 140, I started work on a berry farm, and then after that was finished, I started expanding the wall so I could start construction of my new house. Someone with loads of money deserves a mansion to call himself the king of the village or something. I don't know. By the end of day 140, this is what I came up with. I know it looks very ugly, but thankfully this is not the final outcome. On day 140, I completely redid the house since I decided to do a new type of design. I was going to go with a design where half the house would have a room and another side would have like a roof. I know it's hard to picture, but trust me, it's going to look nice. By the end of the construction for today, this is what I came up with. I know it doesn't look much, but trust me, after adding the roof and adding some windows and stuff, it'll look pretty nice. Then, for the rest of the day, I just traded with a photographer all the glass planes which I have accumulated over time. On day 142, I made a quick trip to the acacia biome so I can get loads of acacia wood for my house. After getting a lot of wood, I immediately put that wood into good use and started making stairs and floors. By the end of day 142, nothing really changed except for adding floors and some new stuff. On day 143, it was finally time to make the roof, and I was trying to go for a right angle roof that would just slope down. By the end of day 143, this is what the house was looking. We're getting somewhere, but this is not the final outcome, just so you know. On day 144, I was adding some more detail to the roof, making it pop a little more, like the house at the main base. But while I was trying to make the house pop, it kept on falling down. But finally, after a very long construction session, I finally got the house done. And it was finally time to add some more detail on the inside. It looks very, very, very empty. By the end of day 144, the house was now looking like a house. Well, sort of. On day 145, some more work was being done for the house. I was just adding some space for windows. Then I was working more in the interior roof of the house, so it doesn't look as much uglier than your mom. Then it was finally time to add the glass. Finally, I don't have to look at this house without glass. It looks very weird. After all the windows were placed, I finally got a chance to install some flooring. And voila! By the end of day 145, the house was completely finished. Finally. On day 146, I was doing the flooring in the house until my pickaxe broke. Oh well, I'm just gonna have to go all fist then. Right in the middle of that, I decided to add some lanterns because, well, the house needs light and also I have too many lanterns thanks to the librarian. Speaking of the librarian, I decided to do some more training for villagers after the flooring was finished in the house. And while I was putting some money into the bank, I actually had almost 4 stacks of emeralds. That's pretty good. On day 147, I finally moved the cats into the house. They can finally stay dry and they can finally have cool air. Then I decided to add a fireplace / campfire into the house. Let's see how it looks in the... Okay, it looks like a sore thumb. Let's take that down ASAP. I found an alternative for the fireplace and decided to make it like a pizza oven. Well, this will have to do for now. On day 148, I traveled back to the acacia biome so I can do some more deforestation. Then I started working on the 3rd floor of the house. This will be my bedroom. After that, I finally got to sleep in my new bedroom. On day 149, I added a couch and a TV in the living room. And just so you know, this is a placeholder. This isn't permanent. And thank goodness it's not. After that was finished, I decided to do some farming. It's been a very long while since I last did some farming. And after that, I decided to trade everything to the villagers for some cash. On day 150, I decided to go mining for coal and iron. And when I went outside, I thought someone spawned in the wither. Because whenever the wither is spawned in, the clouds turn dark. And luckily, no one was in my game, and also the wither skulls were in my chest. False alarm, false alarm. I finally placed a campfire in my room. Now, one down, another one to go. And voila, we finally got a fireplace. On day 152, it was finally time to work on my backyard. And I have to make another trip to the acacia biome so I can get some even more dirt. And finally, my backyard was finished. As a reward for my hard work, I decided to trade with the villagers, as usual. On day 152, I decided to take the day off and just watch the SpongeBob Christmas special. I don't know why. On day 154, I decided to go mining for diamonds! Oh, wow! I can't believe that I said that on cue. Definitely did not wait for the right moment. And also, go for the diamonds. Stop going for the emerald lapis. On day 155, I was still searching for more diamonds. I need more diamonds. I need more! All of day 156 was spent in the mob farm. I was AFK so I can wait for some zombies to spawn. And standing there for almost 10 minutes really worked out, and I got to slaughter almost 100 zombies. On day 157, I decided to do even more trading with the villagers. Also, I bought a name tag from the librarian and named my cat Garfood. You know that popular cat from those comics? On day 158, I was moving the cats upstairs, but they simply refused the stairs, which got me frustrated. And after a very long time, I finally got the cats to sit down next to the campfire. Now you guys can stay warm. Also, I went out in the village and tried to tame some more cats. I managed to tame this cat, but this cat only ran away from me. Then, for the rest of the day, I decided to do some farming. And all the things I've gathered from farming, I traded all to the villagers on day 159. Then I renamed the villager breeder to the stock market, since I make loads of money from there, of course. And as I was putting my emeralds away, I had almost 4 stacks of emeralds, which is crazy. Then I decided to be Mr. Beast and just plant trees around the village. After I grew bored, I decided to expand the berry farm. On day 160, I traveled back home to the main base, so I could grab some supplies for the village. On day 161, I did some farming along the river. It's been a very long while since I last did some farming around this area. Then I traveled back to the village. And on day 162, I did even more farming. On day 163, I harvested loads of sugarcane and turned that sugarcane into some paper and traded that paper to the villagers for some cash. Some more trading was done on day 164, still needed to get rid of some inventory. And as I was putting my stuff away, I had almost 6 stacks of emeralds. Wait till later in the video. You're going to be impressed on how many emeralds I've made altogether. Then for the rest of the day, I decided to do some farming, as usual. On day 165, I was going to add my logo on the village, since it's copyrighted. But I didn't have enough room, and I had to remake the logo somewhere else. By the end of day 165, I moved the logo to the left side of the village, and it looked very nice from a far distant view. Get out of my way, you stupid drowned. Day 165 started with a creeper explosion. That's a great way to start the day. After I patched up the holes, I decided to do some trading with the villagers. Then I decided to remake the living room and found to upgrade to the latest technology. By the end of day 166, I had now gotten a really expensive 10-inch flat screen TV in my living room. Just had to add the TV table and we'll be finished. On day 167, I added a carpet next to the fireplace so my kitties can stay warm. Then for the rest of the day, I decided to make the village even more fancier and add more trees around the place. On day 168, I got a bad omen. Well, actually, I got it the night of day 167, but yeah, the Fire Nation soon paid another visit, and my Iron Golem soon participated in the fight. Yeah, you're really useful. You are very useful. Even though you damaged one of my crops, who cares? The fight was very easy thanks to my splendid wall. I can't brag enough of this splendid wall. Always build a wall around the village. It's common sense, you know. Before I knew it, I got Hero of the Village. Very easy fight. And I decided to take advantage of the Hero of the Village and trade with the villagers. Everything that I got. On day 169, I had now gotten almost 7 stacks of emeralds. That is impressive. And I did some more farming, since there's nothing else to do in the world. And thanks to Hero of the Village, I now had really good discounts, and the villagers are now going to buy even more of my things. On day 170, I finished up trading with the villagers. I still have some more stuff left over from yesterday. On day 171, I went right back to farming. Didn't need to restock on my inventory so I can trade with the villagers again. On day 172, I wanted to breed the villagers some more so I can get some more villagers. But for some reason, the villagers won't even breed, even though I feed them a lot. Can someone please leave me some advice in the comments below? After that was finished, I decided to do some more farming, and on day 173, I traded with the villagers. And as I was putting my stuff away, I had now almost 9 stacks of emeralds. That is impressive, especially for me, who has not been involved in the trading spectrum in Minecraft. Then I decided to dig loads of sand and put in the auto smelter thing, whatever you want to call it, machinery. On day 174, I wanted to get animal farms in the village, so I ventured out to the acacia biome in my search to get some more animals. And I managed to get a cow farm and a pig farm. All I need now is just a sheep and a chicken farm. Then I wasted even more of my diamonds so I can repair most of my stuff. On day 175, I made some carpets and used them as gates. They're very efficient, and I suggest you guys use them. Then I'll harvest loads of carrots and bred the pigs. And then after that was finished, I made my chicken farm, aka the chicken pit. On day 176, I prepared a sheep farm for my future sheep. After that was finished, I ventured out to the acacia biome and managed to kidnap a family of 3. You guys are going to be put to good use. After the sheep farm was finished, I decided to venture out to the nearby caves in the village and just mine some coal and iron. On day 177, I did loads of farming. And on day 178, I did a lot of trading. As I was trading, I managed to get my toolsmith to the max level, and level 5 would give me Fortune 1 Efficiency 3, which is a very good pickaxe. Even though I have a really good pickaxe of my own, I was thinking of actually buying this. We'll wait and see. After much consideration and thought, I bought the pickaxe. This will be my backup pickaxe, just in case my main pickaxe breaks. On day 179, I bought a name tag from the librarian and named my iron golem Abdul. Very fitting name for this beast. I got the glass from the furnace machine, whatever you want to call it, and traded all the glass planes to the photographer. And on day 180, as I was putting my stuff away, I had now accumulated almost 9 stacks of emeralds. Even though I said this before, it's very crazy though. Today we were going to go find a stronghold, and I thought there was going to be a stronghold next to my house. But instead, the stronghold was all the way at the other side of the village. So I'll just go there. I actually found a stronghold, not even 100 blocks away from the base, which is very shocking and crazy to me. Even though I managed to find the stronghold, I didn't even know where the stronghold itself was, and I was left digging helplessly. After wasting 4 Eyes of Ender, I finally came across the stronghold. The stronghold actually had decent loot, and I was pretty impressed. And it also had 2 libraries, which I took to my advantage and immediately destroyed all the bookshelves. And after a very long search, I finally found a portal. It's so great, it's so nice of Minecraft to actually leave no Eyes of Enders in the portal frames. Well, who cares? On day 181, me and Mama Bear reunited for the first time in 100 days. And surprisingly, she didn't even attack me, like the last time we first met. Then I returned back home and just did some farming. And on day 182, I just did some trading with the villagers. And after that was finished, I decided to do some breeding. On day 183, the trading continued. Still had some more things to get rid of. Then I did even more breeding. All I see here are dollar bills. Animals. All I see here are animals. On day 184, I made a brewing stand. And I was preparing to make some slow falling potions. But after a quick search, I actually needed phantom membranes, which I don't even have. And then for the rest of the night, I decided to stay up and just watch the shows that your parents watch when you're asleep. On day 185, I grew bored of adult television, so I went straight to the farm and just started picking some cherries and just did some farming. On day 186, I was expanding the sheep farm, so the sheep could have more room to roam around. After I finished expanding the sheep farm, the sheep wanted to stay where they were. Well, you guys can go break your bones because I did this for you. Thanks a lot. Then, for the rest of the day, I decided to do some farming. It's a peaceful way to relax in this game. Guys, something's not right. Abdul is floating on sugarcane, which is a transparent block. And every time I try to push him off, he always takes damage. But don't worry, after a little while, Abdul managed to escape that trap and was walking around perfectly fine. That's good, that's a relief. I decided to celebrate by trading with the villagers. I had a lot of stuff to trade. Finally! After 3 days! I finally got the phantom membranes I needed to make slow falling potions. Finally! Those phantoms can now burn in the sun. And I finally made slow falling potions with 4 minutes. After the potions were made, I decided to breed the animals some more. On day 189, I crafted loads of beds for the Ender Dragon fight. But spoiler alert, I did not use any of these beds. And the only time I did, I almost died. We'll just save that for the Ender Dragon fight. On day 190, I got Bad Omen, and the Fire Nation decided to pay another visit. Everything was going so smoothly till I got poisoned and I was shot by a pillager. That really got me acted up, and I lost all my levels and I lost almost all my stuff. But don't worry, I managed to show who was boss and got revenge. Also, I got some of my stuff back. But the only thing I never got back was the XP. And as I was putting my loot away, I had now almost 11 stacks of emeralds. On day 191, I did some more farming. Then I did a lot of population control on the pig farm. And I did a lot of trading thanks to Hero the Village. And as I was putting my stuff away, I had now almost 12 stacks of emeralds. I am now Bill Gates. On day 192, I finished up the remaining things I had to trade. While I was trading, I managed to get a Master Trader, which is one of the most hardest achievements in Minecraft, and I was surprised I actually got it. It was very easy to get that achievement. Then I started repopulating the pig farm. I'm sorry, this won't happen again for a very long time, of course. Panic ensued on day 193. Abdul went missing out of nowhere. I checked the chat to see if he was killed, and for some reason he wasn't killed. And he randomly went missing. I thought he despawned, but he had a name tag. But this is Bedrock Edition, so any bug can happen. Abdul! Abdul! Where are you? Where are you, Abdul? Where are you? He'll eventually turn up. Let's just do some more trading. Tragedy unfortunately struck on day 194. Abdul was dead. Well, I don't think he's dead, but I could not even find him, so I'm just gonna assume he's dead. But, Abdul was the best Iron Golem a Minecraft player could ever have, and, he's in a better place now. Legends never die. Rest in peace, Abdul. Can we get an F in the chat for Abdul? On day 195, I decided to take out my anger on the zombies and the zombie spawn. But the new update broke my world, and the zombies were glitching out. I don't even know what's going on. I decided to put the zombies out of their misery. You guys are in a better place now, too. All of day 196, I did some farming. And on day 197, I did a lot of trading. On day 198, I decided to do some more population control on the pig farm. Okay, that's enough population control for today. I almost killed every single adult. Who cares? Their meat is gonna be very valuable to the villagers. As the sun set, I decided to take one last look at my beautiful village before I would go and slay the beast, aka the Ender Dragon. On day 199, I decided to take one last look at my village before I went to go slay the beast, and we forgot something. Never mind, let me go just check what I forgot. Turns out it was a golden apple, just in case, because I usually die a lot in Minecraft. But we had to wait for until his day was over, so for the rest of day 199, I was AFK. And finally, day 200. I put all the ender eyes into the portal frame to prepare myself for the day that you've all been waiting for. Also, if you're wondering why there's no audio, I was listening to the Rocky theme, so that's why. I don't want to get copyright claimed. I prepared my inventory for the Ender Dragon fight and took one last bite of my steak and jumped into the portal. And I was in the middle of nowhere, so I had to bridge over. Once I bridged over, I stacked blocks up so I could destroy those Ender Crystals. You have to destroy those so you can kill the Ender Dragon. It's common sense, you know. Destroying the Ender Crystals was easy, so I decided to kick it up a notch and try to do some long range and just shoot the Ender Crystals. But I didn't know that this Ender Crystal actually had a cage over it, and I was just shooting at iron cages. Also, the pumpkin mask was really not helping me while I was shooting. I don't even know why I kept it on. But after destroying all the Ender Crystals, it was finally time to fight the Ender Dragon. Also, I was trying to get the Dragon's Breath, so I can get it as an achievement. And I decided to take a few hits at this dragon, so she get for causing me all this harm. I decided to pull a green man and try to blow up the Ender Dragon, but I only ended up blowing myself up. I was only at 2.5 hearts after that. Note to self, let's not do that ever again. And as punishment, I decided to shoot the Ender Dragon. And after a very long time, and a lot of swinging my sword, I finally killed the Ender Dragon. This will be the first time I've ever killed the Ender Dragon by myself, and the third time I've ever killed the Ender Dragon in legit survival mode. After killing its mother, I decided to abduct the child. You'll come with me for a very long time. I decided to take a selfie of the Ender Dragon egg, you know, just a flex. And I jumped into the portal and watched the credits roll. And that was Minecraft 200 days. Thank you guys for watching. This video took a long time to make, so please hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. While you're at it, make sure to go check out TheNotable's channel. Link will be in the description below. And also, make sure to go follow my Twitter at @FOTG2 for updates, memes, and other things I post. And yeah, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.